Alright guys, it's time for game number 3 of the best of 7 series from Show Cup 85. This cup is played for 1700 US dollars and is sponsored and organized by a Chinese organization or website called War3 Station, I believe, sponsored by UD fans. So anyway, this is a $1,700 prize money match between two of the world's best players, and their names are Happy and Lin, and what a treat to watch them. If you've seen my previous upload, you have seen that Happy was able to take a 2-0 lead against Lin, and it is a best of 7. So more games will be played, 2 at least. Let's see what happens next. It's Twisted Meadows, and on this version of Twisted, forced cross-map spawns are forced. There are 4 spawn locations, but you can no longer spawn next to each other. So they know where the other player is. Just in case you were wondering, it's like, hey, I used to play on Twisted Meadows. How come they're both map hacking and scouting each other across the map immediately? It's an altered version of Twisted, which is now, I believe, the official Battle.net version as well. Blizzard kind of went back and forth on that for both Twisted and Turtle Rock. And yeah, that's just something that's better for the game when close boss is not enabled, because it leads to some cheeses, which, if I'm being honest, most of you guys probably prefer. But this is a bit more balanced and equal. So let's see how Lin tries to adapt to the situation. Same opener, Blade, Grunt, and a delayed Voodoo Lounge, but still pretty early. 1 burrow opener. Now, on Last Refuge, Lin left his base without using the Voodoo Lounge. I cannot really agree to such an opener. If you're gonna do that, you might as well not make Voodoo Lounge and probably shave a good 10-15 seconds off of your tech timing, which means a faster second hero. Lin again has the Voodoo Lounge, goes away, is gonna sell TP by Circlet, and then I would imagine he's gonna take either this creep camp or this creep camp. If he goes into the map now, that would leave me befuddled, I tell you. Befuddled? Really? Yes, it would leave me befuddled. So he goes here, and he's gonna get the Null Brutes, which gives him a Slippers level item, I believe. There it is. Ring of Protection 3 is now Slippers. And he's not using the Voodoo Lounge again. I just chewed out a viewer yesterday. Don't build shops that you don't intend to use. If you're not going back into your own base to pick up the items, why build it at all? And while Lin is gonna go back for it after this camp with level 2.2, he could have still made it later. Perhaps, and this is my theory, there's one of 2 possible explanations. Either he wants it to be at the same time so as to not let Happy know what he's doing. This creates the illusion that he might pick up items quickly and go into the map quickly. Or, so he's actually thinking, if I make this lounge in order to finish when I intend to visit it, that itself would be a timing giveaway to my opponent. They're like, oh, lounge is going to take another 40 seconds. I know you're not going to be across the map for another minute. Maybe that's why he makes it so early despite not using it. Because I think you can delay it for 10, 20, 30 seconds. You would still have the same thing going, but his tech would be faster. But I think the real explanation is just he's not doing a minuscule modification of his Voodoo Lounge timing, and he's figuring out on the fly how he's going to be creeping. He wanted to kill the Acolyte, he doesn't know how long that's going to take, and then he's going to take this down, and I think that's the explanation. So he uses the healing salve, he comes back for the cloak, and now he's getting to this interesting situation where he's fully stacked. And he's just creeping. Now Happy somehow figured out where he is with Skeleton Scout here and there and comes in. Coil steals the level 3. But this is the best situation so far for Lin, where he has better levels than in all the other games. Very nice surround attempt by Happy. Don't tell me he's going to get it. Yeah, speed scroll away. He should solve the grunt and run it away. Is he going to solve it? There it is. Solve and then run away. So best situation so far for Lin. Pretty nice items. Did get cursed with another ring. But honestly, 1 ring is not that bad. And he found a claws of attack as well. And importantly, got to buy a circlet this time. Now both players have a Cloak of Shadows. And Happy is actually doing something a little sneaky. Little does Lynn know that there's a female Death Knight waiting out of vision right here. And by the way, I don't think Happy's playing with the female Death Knight. I'm pretty sure he's not. That's a setting that I have, which I was using to display Reforged female, which looks a whole lot better than this thing right here. But someone in Blizzard said, like, hey, it's not fair if only Reforged buyers get to play with the female version. Classic buyers, we're going to give them a little bonus portrait as well. So we got this for free. And who said Blizzard has turned to shit? We got this for free, and that's great. Death Knightess. Yeah, awesome. So Shadowhunter comes out, and Warmill, Bistry, and Tier 3 are in production. Happy has the Nerubian Tower. Doesn't have the Lumber for Slaughterhouse yet. Now he does. That could have been a nice cancel, but... Wait, did he cut it? Oh my god. Well, I was just thinking he's made space here for the Slaughterhouse. He actually planned for that location, but no. It's just, he's just going to make it in front. So they're fighting for the final camp. The final Overseer, which gives a nice item. Wait, Happy sold his cloak. Is he going to lose his Death Knight? Oh my god, get the Hex. Please get the Hex. He should have sent one grunt around, actually. I feel like a kill was in the cards here. Happy is going full ring around the rosy. Blade Master coming in from the other side. He windwalks. He sees him. He blocks him. That's going to be a Death Knight kill. Oh my god, that's huge. He's going to get the kill. Death Knight down. He greedily sold Cloak of Shadows. He was doing so well hiding. Meanwhile, ghouls are creeping the entirety of this camp. Just 5 ghouls creeping a whole camp, giving extra levels. That was meant to be a happy moment for the Undead player where his DK levels up. And oh my god, I can't believe it. He actually revives the Death Knight from the tavern. That's so expensive, and it comes out with half-life, 0 mana. What are you going to do with that? But he wanted it to pick up some of the XP. He wants to have his aura. I mean, that's kind of GG, no? That's kind of GG. If I was in chat, I think I might call it GG. I mean, he lost his DK. Tavern Hero rebuy. And meanwhile, Lynn gets the XP for the DK. He gets to creep unfettered. Picks up a Claws of Attack. And he gets the whole mercenary camp. That's so huge. And the Raider scouting. Love what Lynn is doing here. Using the Raider to scout, but not going into the death zone where the Troll Trappers would actually put an ensnare on the Raider, essentially getting it killed. And he keeps scouting. He sees everything. So that means that either he can attack into this. You can use information to... Ooh. Careful, Raider. Oh, this is around. Oh, that's a big mistake. That's a big mistake. Anyway, as I was saying, if you keep it alive, you see everything. Because he knew Frost Armor is the first skill. Had it been Nova, then Coil Nova could be used to kill it. But with Frost Armor first, you can use a Raider to scout. It's pretty fast. You can kind of bug people with Ensnare. And that gives you the chance to either attack into them or creep check with the blade like this. Or you can creep completely to your heart's desire safely, knowing that the entire enemy army is not available to creep check you. Lynn creeps up his Shadowhunter to level 3. Keep in mind, that's a goal that he has not yet achieved in this series. He was level 2 Shadow in game 1. He had no Shadow in game 2. And now he's level 3 Shadowhunter. Very good for him. Well, almost, anyway. Almost. And his Tarn Chieftain comes out. Buys item. Builds a tower. That's an interesting trend I've seen Lynn do quite a bit recently. And I think he's not the only one. I think I saw Focus do this as well. They get fortified defenses and a watchtower. And that's probably because they've been studying Happy a whole lot more than I. I've seen a little bit already. But it makes you wonder, is this like the new normal, or is it just something he does sometimes? To them, it seems like the new normal. And what am I talking about here? I'm talking about him getting Destroyer tech and then making more than 2 statues. Right? He's going 3, 4, 6 statues sometimes. And a big Destroyer blow up of your burrows. If they don't have fortified burrows, that's going to set you back all the way into the next game. But the tower is an interesting one. Single tower defense, it doesn't do that much, but it's kind of a lightning rod of attention. When the opponent attacks, they're most likely going to take out the Voodoo Lounge first, as it's a key building. Which actually makes me wonder, is it better to build the Voodoo Lounge to the back? Of course, there's no space early game yet, but perhaps we need to start normalizing putting the Voodoo Lounge in the back, as it's kind of the most key building of all. I think yes, I'm gonna start trying that. So TC finds Ring of the Archmagi, which is a new equality item to the same footing of True Shot and Scourge Bone Chimes. New Blizzard item edition from basically this month. I don't think 333 stats is as good as Bone Chimes or True Shot. Rope of the Magi +6, but I guess it is 9 stats, and it's equal to 6 stats when it's a single attribute. So I guess it doesn't sound very exciting, but 333 is pretty okay, I suppose. It's pretty okay. Yeah, maybe I should value this a little bit higher than how I'm currently doing it. It's an unexciting item. It doesn't even look as good as Circlet, but it's literally 50% better than Circlet while being space efficient. Anyway, fight breaks out. Death Knight's not here yet. Lyn instantly kills a statue and gets a full stomp on all the ghouls. Invulnerability potion on the TC in order to guarantee war stomps, 2 consecutive stomps. That's stomp on 2 of the heroes, Lich and DK. He's killing so many ghouls. Kodo gets safe with the speed scroll and the heal wave, and is gonna almost be able to get away, disgorging its contents. There's a silence again, stopping the 3rd consecutive war stomp. Headhunters are getting hunted down mercilessly, and it doesn't seem like Lyn has a lot left. That heal wave didn't quite hit the mark, only healing a single unit and not bouncing to anything. It's also a telltale of Happy's focus firing prowess, because there was nothing else that had any damage. He's focusing just 1 unit at a time. Another lovely statue kill by Lyn as new units come in. Still looks like a doable fight. The only problem is Blade is quite low, but he's got a heal wave. There's another heal wave after this. This is just a fantastic fight here by both players, but especially by Lyn, I want to say. I think he got everything he wanted out of that. Killing statues. He's got non-stop unit production. Let's take a quick look at the upgrades. 1-0 headhunters. Ghouls are 0-0. This is just really, really good for Lyn. He's still got loads of mana on Tauren Chieftain. He's got no more mana on Shadow. 1 Windwalk. If he gets a Lightning Orb proc. He got Lightning Orb proc on the first hit. Greater heal, greater heal. He gets it. Statue morphed. There's the War Stomp. No heal wave right now. Blade is dropping low. Oh! Oh, this is the equivalent of going high ground in Dota 2. He was generally doing really, really well. 43 pop. Yeah, Lyn had the supply lead. He had loads of mana on the TC. He had a greater heal, so he felt quite emboldened to chase. But now the Blade Master damage is gone. This is as bad as when Undead loses their Lich. The main damage dealer is not here. Loses TC as well. Oh, what a throw. What a throw. And to think that I called it GG 6 minutes in for Happy when he lost his Death Knight. This is not normal. This man has to be humanely dissected, with his permission, of course, when when his reign comes to an end, to study his DNA, to see how he's so good at Warcraft 3. Only if he agrees, of course. Only if he agrees. Staff of Silence. Oh, he's got double silence. Oi, 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 oi. Man, Orb of Darkness, that's even... Wait, Orb of Darkness sucks, doesn't it? That's an instant sell. Because Black Arrow creates better Dark Minions than what Orb of Darkness could create. Look, that's a lesser Dark Minion. It's like, ugh, go away. You are less than me, says the Dark Minion. Which, it's sad. They're both skeletons, aren't they? Why does he have to be lesser? Just because he's small? But anyway, he doesn't have as much health and damage, so go figure. Blade Master is already back. The TC is still in production. Lyn is headed back towards 50 population. Does he have the Kodo upgrade? Yes, he does. 20% damage aura. Any Warmill upgrades? No, can't really, right? After you lose double hero. And what are the hero levels like? We've got... we've got Blade, level 4. Shadow 4. TC was 3, and it's against 4-4-3 as well. So equal hero levels. Happy has population 50. But now with the creep jack... Wait. He catches the Kodo. The Kodo was like, leave without me, I'm too slow. Everything else is running away. I think what Lin wants here is to catch some reinforcements. He may feel cheeky to creep jack. But no, he doesn't. And what are all these units? Peon scouts. Love it. Not a whole lot going on here, I suppose. If he's scouting, it's not much. But peon scouting is something that it's easy to forget. But I think it's really good in the mid to late game. Like, basically this time, 15-minute plus. You have enough peons, you're not expanding, you have enough lumber. You just put them on some key locations. And they can be really useful canaries in the coal mine. A warning of danger to come. 55 population. Happy is turning on the heat. His ghouls are going to go to the 1-1 upgrade. Look at that wooden shield. That's going to save his ghouls just a little bit from these spears. Kodo in production, the one that he lost. Still, Lin is gathering money. He is staying on no upkeep. Even though Happy is right here. That is so risky. He's going to fall back into the gap. Now pushing over 50 with one headhunter. And I feel like that could have come earlier with perfect information, of course. Nova on the headhunter. Blade Master does not have anything to save himself. Ooh! Let's see. Yeah, I think Blade should have given one permanent item away to Shadow. And then a heal pot on the Blade. That was like a really easy kill for Happy. He just did double silence. So here's the thing. Many of you, myself included now as well, we don't check enemy items nearly enough. But I'm sure that when the moment that Lin gets in vision, Happy is like click, click, click. Because he wants to know, does Blade have heal pot? Does he have invul? He saw the situation, he knew that was a kill, and he went for it immediately. Even a speed scroll would have saved Blade. Speed scroll, heal pot, invul. Nothing was there to save him, which created Happy's strategy for that fight. In this best of 7, Happy is about to go in a 3-0 lead if he manages to close it out here. Blade is in altar reproduction. Dropped down to 33 population. Happy's at 50. And he's ramping on the pressure. So, tower. Doing a little bit of fire. He's not really out damaging the obsidian statue all that much. You can see Lich doesn't really care too much about this defensive fire. That's 3 peons and a watchtower shooting. By the way, did you know that 3 peons in one burrow do the same DPS as 2 peons, one in each burrow each? So 1-1 does the same DPS as 0-3. Essentially, how you could say it is, the first peon in a burrow counts for double. Or the second, third, fourth counts as half. But not both at the same time, because then it'd be a quarter, wouldn't it be? Either the first peon counts double, or the second, third, fourth each count as half. But if you do both, it'd be a quarter. So anyway, you lost me. Put at least 1 peon in each burrow, okay? Oh, he just has enough mana to coil. He's gonna try to go for the Lich, I suppose. Wait, does Lich have invulnerability? Yeah, he does. So statue killing. Dude, if Blade just had like 1 heal pot. Look at how close it is. Wait, is Lin gonna win this? There's no mana left. Happy meat grinded himself into the Burrow Tower here. And the Blade Master said, oh, never mind. Coil Nova still exists. Why? Why? Dude, if Lin just had 2 additional Periapta Vitality on his blade, and 3 invulnerability potions, 1 on each, and 3 healing potions, 1 on each, he would have had this. But he didn't, and he doesn't. And so Happy closes this out. Man, this was still the best game so far, though. I can't say that Lin didn't have any chances. Where did it go wrong for him? The overchase with the Blade Master with the greater healing. I want to see that one more time, and I want to see when he overchased, what were his alternatives? That was the DK kill. Because sometimes when we do something stupid, it's because there are no alternatives. It took me a while to understand. So I analyzed this problem in my training back in the days, way back when. I analyzed this problem when I seemed to make a mistake that I should know better. Why would I do that when I should know better? And it's very important to retrace your steps, not just to analyze what you should do, but to retrace the steps where you were at psychologically when you made that mistake, so that you can try to recreate the situation where it happened, to think about it, and then to come up with an alternative in the future. So I realized, after extensive analysis of my mistakes, that the moments where I made the worst decisions is because I didn't plan ahead enough for better alternatives. It is the equivalent of shooting the shit on your own front porch and having nothing to do, and your friend comes in and says, "Rob a bank?" And you're like, yeah, I guess. And then you get caught, and you go to jail, and you ruin your life. And then you wish that you were a gamer, so that you'd never be bored. So make sure you have an alternative first, so that you don't fall for like bad plans. So I want to see what the alternatives were here, because we're in a pretty good situation here as Lin. And we've all been there, haven't we? Okay. Chasing, chasing, chasing. Killed a lot, killed a lot. Pause. Lin. 48 population. Level 333. Has his whole life to live for, right? No speed scrolls. No heal solve. No clarity. No healing. But he's 48 pop. He's got 1 attack upgrade. He's got units in production. He's near the max of 50 pop. This creep camp is available. This creep camp is available. This creep camp is available. And Happy's on the run. Happy, 41 population, is about to start macroing a bit. Has a smaller army. No mana on DK. And I think this is why Lin chased. No mana on DK, let's go. But there is an invul potion. So this happened. So what could he have done instead? He could have tried to take this camp. He could have tried to take this camp. He would, of course, have to be careful that Happy doesn't turn around and start attacking. But honestly, if he goes for this and gets it, that's huge. If he then gets this as well, that's level 444. Gives him time to regenerate. So, yeah, just I think this is where it went wrong. I would say the win probability for Lin here was probably 61%. And then it dropped to probably 20%. Alright guys, it's time for game number 4 of Happy versus Lin. Let's jump into it. The map is going to be Turtle Rock. And we've seen Happy take an astounding 3-0 lead in this best of 7. It could be over very quickly from here. And he will be able to claim the lion's share of the $1,700 in prize money. Let's take a look at both of their openers. Lin got the closest yet in game 3 with an early kill on the Death Knight, but then eventually overextending and getting his Blade Master nuked over and over. But it was a good game. I'd like to see a repeat of Blade Shadow TC tier 3 and then just locking it down a bit in the execution department. As for Happy, whatever he's doing is working well. He's opened with pretty good creep routes so far, taking some key creeps early, like on Echo Isles. He got the shop on Lost Refuge. He got the shop. Seeing the pattern here? He's a shopaholic. So if I were to make a prediction here, I would say that Happy is going to go to 5th Avenue and get some of that good stuff. So does that mean he's going to go to the Goblin shop here and get the Ogre Mage for that Watcher Ward? The permanent Watcher Ward. Is it still permanent? Or was there a balance patch on Turtle? I don't know. This map is kind of out of the rotation. So let's see. Oh, Lin has, for the first time, changed up his route a bit. Let's talk about this. For the first time in the series, he's making a second burrow. Delaying his Voodoo Lounge. This was the classical build in 2008. So he's essentially harkening back to an older build. One burrow tech only became meta after StarCraft 2 came out, 2011 plus. And when people started going back to Warcraft 3, first just because they still love the game, and then eventually Reforged was announced and, you know, garnered more and more attention, and then Reforged was a resounding success, and then so many new people discovered the game and got into it. Now suddenly one burrow tech is the meta, right? But back then it was double burrow tech. So let's talk about what this gets you. Double burrow tech gets you a second grunt before you tech, and then very quickly after a third grunt. Those 3 grunts live during a timing in the game when normally you would have 1. So that greatly increases your creeping power. Usually what you would do back in the day when Undead played more passively, you would take 1 or 2 camps, probably 2 camps, like an orange and a green or double green, and then you would take these guys right here. Now these guys mean business. This is the kingpin of the map. Troll Warlord, very high damage, has true shot aura. Everyone gets hurt big time when they go for this, but it drops such a good item. It can get Boots of Quel'Thalas, Scourge Bone Chimes. I think these days Ring of Superiority, Ring of the Archmagi, +3/+3/+3. It's a very good item. So you heal salve yourself and these guys, and by the time you arrive on the red spot, everyone is going to be like 90% life, because it takes 20 seconds to get there, and it takes 45 seconds to heal salve everyone. It's not quite on time yet. Maybe you have to get the turtle first, then you go for the red spot. So that's usually the goal with the double burrow opener. To be very clear, the goal with double burrow opener is a pre-tier 2 Blade Master 3, which will then be leveraged to either kill the Death Knight, kill a bunch of ghouls, or cancel the Slaughterhouse. That's generally the goal. So what it looked like, it exactly is. He's rushing level 3 Blade. And when I tried to do this against Happy in the show match on Concealed Hill, I got away with it. I got the level 3. I did not win the game, but he did not disturb me, which shows that he's confident enough. No matter how greedy you get, no matter how much big camps you intend to creep, he's gonna go for his own. And what his own was, Shopify Rebellion. Went for the shop again, right? Got the Watch Award. This is a permanent invulnerable Watch Award. A really toxic map mechanic if you're asking me, but I love getting them. Though I hate my opponents getting them. So there's the Watch Award. DK's gonna get level 3 himself. Pretty bad items for him. Ring of Protection is something that still doesn't make him happy either. 3 rings. I mean, item luck is running out for Happy a little bit. He's gonna probably sell 1 or 2 of those and purchase a circlet. 1. Okay, so he does like rings enough to keep them. That surprises me. He sees the value in the Rings of Protection. He's going to keep them, probably give 1 to his Lich, keep the other. And what's interesting, he sold the cheaper one. So he's opting for the maximum power level. There's a ghoul kill. Nice. Blade Master got the ghoul kill. Found Sobi Mask. Really good item. Nice on Blade initially. And then later on, when Shadow gets level 2+, you can give it to the Shadow. But it's really good for maximum windwalking. It increases hero mana regen by 50%. So I'm curious. I'm actually surprised that he sold the small ring, not the big one. Big one gives more money. Small one gives less money. But the big one is more total power level while occupying the same slot. So now we know that he does like the ring. It's his opinion that they are valuable. Oh, Boots of Quel'Thalas. Let's go. +6 agility. One of the best items Blade Master can find. Also gets the Tome of Agility +2. Very nice. 8 agility and level 4 on the Blade Master. We can say that this double burrow opening definitely paid off in droves for Lyn. Now the only concern he has is to not get his grunts found. And look how the Shadow is even pathing around where he thinks the Watcher Ward is. Little does he know that Happy sees this. Right? Happy can see this. Shadow suddenly with all the grunts. DK and Lich are hunting for the grunts. The Watcher Ward has revealed it. Now, of course, Lyn knows that he was trying to be stealthy, but now he must know that he has been found. And the Blade actually sees the DK and Lich coming, which is so extremely valuable, because now he can try to keep his grunts a little bit away. He knows that... No way! Stop it! Stop it, Happy. There's no way you can just go for the Ogre Lord. Oh my god, he would have got away for it with it too, if not for that pesky Blade and Shadow. Oh my god, imagine if Lyn didn't somehow Sixth Sense. He got suspicious that DK and Lich never showed up here. And he's like, could you be? Could you be doing this thing? I think he needs to run past DK. One hit is not enough, even with plus 70 on the crit damage. He needs to run past and get 2 additional hits. Meanwhile, Lich is getting threatened. Oh, wait, he can just double Windwalk. Yeah, he's dead. 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits. 1. No, the statue healing. Oh, he survived. I really thought he could get the DK. I think he waited too long to hit. Oh my god, 180 crit. He almost got the Lich. Hey, better pass on the... Oh yeah, the ring saved the DK. He should pass the maybe 1 ring to the Lich. Damn, that was sick. That's a big crit. So now, with the Ogre Lord already being hurt, Lyn can finish this off. This was such a tense... I think this was the most exciting moment of the game so far. Like, of the entire series. I know, like, there were a lot of good moments, but everything rested upon how this exchange would go. And there was so much potential for both of them. Imagine if Lyn wasn't here, and then Happy just gets that, and he gets the Helm of Valor, 5 strength and agi. Now Blade Master has it. What a big swing. Losing a grunt to creeps, though. Even Grandmasters can be heralded sometimes. Heralded by these losses to units. A lot of moving parts, a lot of things going on. So what does Happy get here? Watcher Ward. What item did he get? Ring of Regeneration. So a lot of defense on the Death Knight, but not a lot of damage on the Lich. Well, actually, as I say that, there's a class plus 8. Surrounds the Ogre Lord. Kind of. Takes it down. Medallion of Courage. Pretty damn good item. Strength and Agility. Strength and Intelligence. Mana Pot. Very good for Shadow. TC just arrived. No tower this time. Is tower something that Lyn would only build on Twisted Meadows? Is it something that he no longer believes in because it didn't work on Twisted? Or is it something that he only makes when he feels more behind and he feels ahead now? I won't know until if we see any more games in the series, if there are any. He scouts with Blade, very risky because he has no invulnerability. There is dust on DK. Lyn paths through the vision here. Blade comes in. Steals it! Does not get the greater mana pot, but I do believe he got the tome. He took the level 7 turtle. It's a massive XP donation to Blade, who is very high level, but this is kind of the most precarious moment in the game so far for Lyn. Blade is low and separated. He's trying to run away from a destroyer who can devour magic to speed scroll away. But he doesn't. He lets the grunt go. Oh! No! Blade! Got silenced and Novat. DK too far ahead to help out. Oh, that's a massive bait. He turned around purely to try and get the Blade Master instead to assassinate him. And he does. Happy Sixth Sense. Happy Sixth Sense. He's like, you're here, aren't you? Oh my god. He just had enough health. Thanks to the Helm of Valor, basically. If that was like Brilliance Aura, which was on the Shadow now, that Blade might be dead. He may have played it differently. 2 Wyverns this time. Okay. So he figured... You're not getting any fiends or weapon. No way! No! Oh my god. Happy is like Neo. No. I can't believe that he just... Oh my god. He just did the monster math, knew where the blade is. Blade to rebuy, so now that ruins Lyn's chances for ever going over 50 pop. Blade does have Potion of Invulnerability now. That's like 15 seconds invulnerability. TC now has no invul. Shadow now has no invul. Speed scrolls his Wyvern away, dies instantly. Blade getting attacked, has invul, uses it on time. Ghoul goes down. Second Ghoul. That's 4 population down each so far. Kodo eats a Ghoul but pays for it and dies to indigestion. Meanwhile, Wyvern's attacking Destroyer, takes 1 down. 3 Destroyers against 1 Wyvern. He kills... No destroyers, no second destroyer. There were 4 in total, and he runs away. Man, this turned sour. for Lin fast. Happy always finding an opportunity to get the best out of the situation. This could be a 4-0 right here. It's 47 against 44 pop. He kills the grunt. 41 population with a headhunter in production and no tower. Blade is almost level 5, which is an obscene amount of damage, but I fear that he's going to get nuked. There's no mana for silence though, so he can windwalk to save himself. At this point, I would probably buy healing potion, and he does. 200 healing when used, it's instant. And now he chases. Is this going to be like on Twisted Meadows, where he overchases and dies? He does have Shadow mana this time, quite a lot in fact. Shadow is going to get assaulted and nuked here, but it survives with the speed scroll and a heal wave, secondary heal wave. He kills the destroyer instantly. Now it's suddenly looking quite good for Lin. Double destroyer kill while losing nothing is fantastic. Comes in with the shadow, has another heal wave, heals the blade and the shadow, immediately runs away. Good micro control. Trying to... What is Lin focusing here? Is it the Death Knight with the triple ring and the invul? Another heal wave comes in, very, very needed, very helpful. Blade no mana right now to run away. Oh, what? Whoa. 320 damage crit. Oh man, items really make the blade, don't they? And that's the first map win for Lin right here. Blade level 5 with some obscene, extreme level creeping. A small little notch on the helmet. Little mistake when he lost his Blade Master. When he got caught out on the left side of the map, but he rebought it, he fought. Looked a bit dicey, but eventually enough survivability, enough items. The invulnerability potion he found from the turtles, the greater mana pot he found from the turtles, Sobi mask. All these items ended up helping him to have enough juice to come in with heal wave after heal wave to let the Blade Master do his work. What happened to Happy's strategy where he adds some Banshees to reduce the damage of Blade Master? A lot of undeads are still going Banshees for Curse, for Mischance. Why is he not doing that anymore? Why is it just Ghoul Destroyer? But it's got him this far. 3-1. 3-1. Will Happy repeat the same strategy he has a 75% win rate with in this series so far and close it down? Will he start adding Banshee, Frostworm, Abomination? I think he believes in this strat. Hope you enjoyed this series and my cast of it. Two phenomenal players. If you want to see more, sub to the Grub. And we'll go to game number 5 of the series in our next upload. Thanks for watching.